We're here at Thevenard Island at the western end. Neil Penner and I. Oh, Neil's just hooked one and dropped one. We're using the Halco twisties. We're flicking twisties out and hooking queenies galore, a couple of different species of queenies. Odd trevally. There we go. I just got absolutely smoked by a big queenie. Oh, there we go. How quick was that? So Neil's got one on there. That's a cooter. And I've got one on here. I just lost a very big queenie or trev that I could not stop on this gear that was about to spool me. I don't think this one's woken up yet. Neil there has a cooter. I'll chuck in the pliers. Careful of the teeth. They got big teeth on them. Mine's woken up now, as you can see. We're just chucking 15 gram twisties. Oh, I dropped it. No, still there. Thought I dropped it. I've got the little Samurai 6 to 12 pound rod. Little Stratic 2500. 10 pound line. There's a bit of weed in the water, which makes playing fish a bit tricky. This is not as big as the other one, I don't think. You see it splashing out there. It's not a bad one. One I hooked before, I just wasn't going to stop. It was just too big for this gear. It got to the point of where it was going to spool me. Oh, it's not a bad queenie. So we've just had a dynamite session on light tackle. Neil's a bit heavier rigged than me. He hasn't done that much fishing. This thing's heading across the reef, which is a bit of an issue. There's a big current ripping across the reef. Once he gets onto that reef, it might be a bit hard to stop him. Probably want to turn him back this way, actually, if I can. Light pressure. Try and turn his head back this way. See, there are a lot of queenies here. This has got about 10 pound braid on it, this one. About 12 pound leader. We were just basically aiming for very small queenies and trevs. We got a nice little golden. Had a lot of small queenies, but the size just seems to have gone up in the last few minutes. We're right on about the top of the tide. This is one of my favourite spots to fish. As you can see, it's a pretty calm day. All the boats are out. We took a punt and decided to say shore base for a bit of fun. And I think it's paying off so far. Had a bit of a try with poppers, but they were chasing them and hitting them but not hooking up, and queenies can be like that. They'll sometimes just not fully commit. Look at this thing trying to get its head down. It's quite a good queenie, this one. Pretty well up around 80, I would say. Just taking my time. Certainly hasn't gone as hard as the previous one I hooked, which just went like an absolute bat out of hell and was showing no signs of stopping. Unless it was a golden or something like that, or a slightly bigger GT. This one hasn't jumped at all, so I haven't had a good look at its size. It's definitely a decent fish though. Especially on this gear. Just want to get it in and have a good look at it now. Been a great week at Thevenard. We've had a lot of fun. I'm catching a lot of good fish. But this is my first shore session. The weather's going to turn tomorrow, so a lot of people will want to go shore fishing tomorrow. Oh, he's woken up again. Oh, look at him splashing out on the surface out there. Oh, there he goes. It's not a bad queenie. The weather is going to turn tomorrow, so I think a lot of people will want to go shore fishing. But I wanted to do it today while the water was a bit clearer, because I think that's the best conditions for fishing these flats. And this is absolutely one of my favourite flats to fish. The tide is about at its peak now. When it starts to drop, I'll start wading out on that reef there and follow the tide out and look for schools of fish. Bit of cloud cover, which is not ideal because you want to be able to sight cast once you're on that reef. It's a big reef and you're looking for schools of fish. But we've been seeing fish working all morning. Well, we've only been here for an hour, but there's been a lot of fish jumping. It's been very alive. Neil got a couple of very nice dart as well. So the Halco twisties even catch dart. I might be here for a while, I think. You can see there's a lot of water movement through here. You've got the current sucking that way, waves coming that way. That's what the queenies love. They love that water movement. Just want to hang on to this fish. Only got very light leader on. I don't want to force the issue too much. We'll have to start getting him in eventually though. Turn his head this way. A fair bit of line out now. It's just steadily ticking over. This fish. Let's try. Yeah, that's it. Just come this way. I want to be regaining a bit of line on him. That's my plan. See a bit of swell breaking out there. Water is not quite as clean as I had hoped because of that swell has stirred it up a fair bit. Now, a good thing for me is this fish has run into the current and is now going round the corner, so that takes the reef out of the equation, which is good for me. So thank you very much, Mr. Queenie. Done me a favour. I'm making progress now. Only on a very light drag setting. I tend to fish pretty light anyway, but especially with this gear on this size fish, the leader is only, as I said, about 12 pound fluoro. That doesn't take a lot of shock. So you've got to be a bit careful. Hardest bit at this stage will probably be when I get it right in close to shore, and I just have to get it in through this little bit of wash and weed. A bit of extra pressure for some weed on the line won't help. But anyway, we're not far out now, I don't think. There he is, he's about 40 metres out. It's a good queenie now. It's a good fish, this one. Hopefully the hooks hold up on the little twisty 15. Not big hooks, he's going again. Doesn't want to come in. I'm getting a lot of queenies the last couple of days out of the boat. They've all been really fat and really strong. It's been a bit of a fight. This will be a good queenie, you'll enjoy this now. Should be able to see him in a sec, he's just out there. You'll see the flash of the silver. There you go, if you got polarised glasses. Yep. Yeah, he's only about 20 metres out now.
Fair way out.
There he comes. Good fun on this gear. Just bring him in now. I'm very glad he ran this way, away from where the reef and waves are. He might go a bit mental in a minute. There you go, look at that queenie. That's what we came here for. Although I must admit I didn't expect to get one quite that size on this gear. Here we go. Look at that queenie. Hooked right in the corner of the mouth on the twisty. Might get you to get a picture of this now when I land it. I don't want to put too much pressure on with this leader. Oh, come in. Had him right on the beach. He's going again. Come back. He's hooked nicely in the corner of the mouth, which is good. Don't want to hook him in the inside the mouth because their gills come right to their mouth. And that means they normally bleed and then they're no good. And we want to let this one go. This is all about catch and release, this stuff. So we'll just board. Come on, come into the next surge. So that's what you don't want. Pick up bloody weed as you're coming through. Put extra drag on it. Here we go. Just trying to surf him in now. Oh, he just won't come up over that drop off. If we had a landing net, we could go out and let him no issue at all. Here we go, I think he's cooked now. There we go. Oh, come on, no.
Not going anywhere.
Nah. Oh. Yeah. Back up the beach. There we have it. That's shore fishing at Thevenard. Just grab him by the tail now. Hold him up for the video camera. There we go.
Oh,
Solid Queenie.
Well done.
Might get you to get a photo of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take you. I'll swap you.
That's shore fishing at Thevenard.